How does a small-town reporter end up marrying the world's fourth richest man in a wedding so lavish it sparked protests in Venice? Lauren Sanchez's story is a whirlwind of ambition, scandal, and star-studded chaos. Last week, her marriage to Jeff Bezos wasn't just a ceremony. It was a global spectacle that had everyone from locals to A-listers buzzing. From a $100,000 pre-wedding gown to leaked texts that rocked tabloids, Lauren's journey is packed with twists that keep us hooked. But is she a master networker chasing the spotlight, or a woman who's just living her truth? Let's unpack the drama, the glitz, and the rumors to figure out what's really going on with Lauren Sanchez. And trust me, this story's about to get wild. On June 27, 2025, Venice's San Giorgio Maggiore Island became the stage for one of the most extravagant weddings in recent memory. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez didn't just tie the knot, they rented out an entire island, turning it into a billionaire's playground. The guest list read like a Hollywood premiere: Sweeney, Khloe Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Tom Brady, Ivanka Trump, Oprah Winfrey, and even Queen Rania of Jordan. Lauren walked down a grey carpet in a custom Dolce & Gabbana gown, hand-stitched with lace and reportedly costing a fortune. The after party? A silk pajama bash where women were gifted Amazon-branded slippers, talk about on-brand, and men got VB Venezia velvet ones worth over $100. Matteo Bocelli crooned Elvis covers, Ellie Goulding lit up the stage, and Usher kept the party going until 3 a.m. Sources estimate the event cost millions, possibly up to $600 million, though some say that's inflated. Logistically, it was a nightmare. Security teams scrambled to secure the island, and the couple even moved the venue last minute due to protest fears. But that's just the start of the chaos. Venice wasn't exactly thrilled to host this billionaire bash. Locals took to the streets, unfurling a massive banner in St. Mark's Square that read, "If you can rent Venice for your wedding, you can pay more tax." Effigies of Bezos floated down the canals, and protest groups like No Space for Bezos called the event a slap in the face to ordinary Venetians struggling with rising costs. Online, the backlash was even louder. Rosie O'Donnell took to X, slamming the wedding as gross excess and praising Bezos' ex-wife Mackenzie Scott for donating billions to charity. Katie Couric didn't hold back either, calling Lauren's gown tacky and outdated, which ignited a firestorm of memes. A viral photo of Lauren posing in her dress with workers in the background, some in dated uniforms, drew comparisons to dystopian stories like The Handmaid's Tale. Fans on X were split. Some called it tone-deaf. Others said it was just a bad angle. But why did this wedding hit such a nerve? To answer that, we need to rewind to Lauren's roots. Lauren Sanchez wasn't born with a silver spoon. Growing up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, she dreamed of making it big in media. Her early career as a TV reporter and sports broadcaster was anything but glamorous. Old clips show her stumbling through scripts, joking about outfits, and admitting she'd freak out reading aloud in school. One throwback moment has her flirting on air saying, "I don't go that way, but you're one gorgeous girl." It's cringy, but it shows her charm, something she leaned into hard. She worked gigs at local stations, then landed roles on shows like Extra and Fox Sports Net. But let's be real, her rise wasn't just about talent. Lauren was a networking pro, schmoozing with sports stars and Hollywood insiders. Those connections opened doors to elite circles, setting the stage for her next chapter. And that chapter? It's all about the men who shaped her world. Lauren's love life is a roadmap to power. Around 2000, she dated NFL star Tony Gonzalez, now worth about $50 million. They never married but share a son, Nico, born in 2001. That relationship put her on the radar, giving her access to sports and entertainment circles. Then came Patrick Whitesell, a Hollywood titan and co-CEO of WME, one of the biggest talent agencies in the game. Worth nearly $2 billion, Whitesell was Lauren's ticket to the A-list. They married in 2005, had 2 kids, and for nearly 15 years, she lived a life of red carpets and private jets. His influence helped her land bigger hosting gigs, from Good Day LA to The View guest spots. But even a billionaire lifestyle wasn't enough for Lauren. By 2018, whispers of a new romance were brewing, one that would blow up her carefully curated world. And it all started with a few risky text messages. In January 2019, the world got a front-row seat to Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos' steamy affair. Reports claim it started while both were still married. Lauren to Whitesell, Bezos to Mackenzie Scott, who'd helped build Amazon from a garage startup. The drama exploded when the National Enquirer published texts Lauren allegedly sent to her brother Michael, who then sold them for a reported $200,000. The messages were spicy. "I want to breathe you in. I want to kiss you. I love you alive, girl." There was even talk of a bathroom selfie of Bezos in just a towel, wedding ring still on. The fallout was brutal. Both couples divorced that year, and Michael Sanchez faced a lawsuit from Bezos, who accused the Enquirer of extortion. Fans on X were divided. Some called Lauren a homewrecker. Others said Bezos was just as guilty. The scandal painted her as a tabloid villain, but it also cemented her as a magnetic force. So what made Jeff fall so hard? Fast forward to 2025, and Lauren's hobnobbing with Hollywood's elite like it's second nature. Her bachelorette trip with Kim Kardashian and Katy Perry raised eyebrows. Since when were they besties? Some fans speculate it's all for clout, with stars cozying up to the Bezos name. The wedding afterparty fueled even more gossip. Sydney Sweeney was reportedly tearing up the dance floor with Tom Brady and Brooks Nader, fresh off his divorce. Orlando Bloom, newly single after splitting from Katy Perry, was spotted getting cozy with a mystery woman on a water taxi until a thunderstorm shut the party down at 4 a.m. Posts on X buzzed with rumors. Was Sydney testing the waters with multiple A-listers? Was Kim there for the gram or genuine friendship? It's all speculative, but the chaos screams one thing: Lauren's circle is a magnet for drama. So what's behind her larger-than-life persona? Lauren Sanchez, at 55, is described as a force with a childlike spark that lights up rooms. In interviews, she's called her life magical, inspired by icons like Sophia Loren. Her enthusiasm is infectious. Friends say she makes billionaires like Bezos feel alive, breaking the monotony of their routine lives. A source close to her told Vogue she's unapologetically herself, with a zest that's both charming and polarizing. But not everyone's buying it. On X, some call her a calculated social climber, hopping from Tony Gonzalez to Patrick Whitesell to Bezos, the ultimate prize. Others defend her as a Latina trailblazer, saying the hate stems from jealousy. One post read, "She caught the biggest fish and y'all can't handle it." Another snapped back, "Latinas don't claim her, she's just chasing checks." Her wedding photo with workers in the background didn't help, fueling debates about privilege. So what does this wedding mean beyond the headlines? The Bezos-Sanchez wedding wasn't just a party, it was a cultural moment. Fashion blogs dissected Lauren's Dolce & Gabbana gown, with some praising its bold elegance, others echoing Katie Couric's tacky jab. The grey carpet and Amazon slippers sparked memes, with one ex-post joking, "Did Jeff order the wedding from Prime?" The event also reignited debates about wealth inequality. While Mackenzie Scott's $19 billion in donations since 2019 earned her praise, Lauren and Jeff's yacht parties and private island bash felt out of touch. Media outlets like The Guardian called it a symbol of excess, while Vogue framed it as a love letter to Venice. The wedding even inspired fashion trends. Silk pajamas and velvet slippers spiked in online searches post-event. But the real impact? It forced us to confront the gap between the 1% and everyone else. And Lauren's not slowing down. She's got bigger plans. What's next for Lauren Sanchez? Rumors suggest she's eyeing a media empire. She's already an Emmy-winning journalist and producer, with credits like The Longest Yard and her children's book The Fly Who Flew to Space. Sources say she's pitching a lifestyle brand, blending her Latina roots with high-end glamour. Think Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, but with more spice. There's also talk of philanthropy, though it's speculative. Could she follow Mackenzie Scott's lead and donate millions? Or will she lean into her Hollywood connections for a reality show? Posts on X speculate she's planning a tell-all memoir about her rise, but nothing's confirmed. Her helicopter pilot license and aerial filming company, Black Ops Aviation, show she's not just a trophy wife, she's got hustle. Whatever her next move, Lauren's not fading into the background. But what about the man behind the billions? Jeff Bezos isn't just the guy signing the checks. His romance with Lauren has transformed him from a nerdy tech mogul to a tabloid fixture. Pre-Lauren, he was known for Amazon's ruthless efficiency and a low-key life with Mackenzie Scott. Now he's flexing on $500 million yachts, throwing foam parties, and laughing that infamous laugh that's gone viral on X. Clips of his cackle, described as evil rich man vibes, have racked up millions of views. Lauren's influence is clear. She's brought out his flashy side, from his tailored suits at the wedding to his newfound love for the spotlight. But some say she's also his Achilles heel, exposing him to criticism as Amazon faces scrutiny over labor practices. Posts on X joke he's living his midlife crisis, but others argue Lauren's given him a second wind. Either way, their partnership's rewriting his legacy. Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos' Venice wedding was more than a ceremony. It was a lightning rod for fascination and fury. From the $100,000 gown to the protests in St. Mark's Square, it laid bare the divide between billionaire excess and everyday struggles.